Hello, I'm Gary Rothschild, CEO of MDC Interior Solutions.
I'd like to start off by introducing the guest today, Gary Rothschild, CEO of MDC. And I'd love for you to share with us, Gary, your journey, both your personal journey as well as that of MDC. How did you get to this seat today?
Well, thanks first of all for having me, and I'm happy to tell the story. So, I'm fortunate to tell you that I am a fourth generation person in this, in truly what was a family business for many, many, many decades, and really have done every job from being in high school, working in that warehouse through every department, and then joining the business about 7 years after college. I was in banking in the early years, and then came into the business through with my father and his partner, but his partners really brought me in. My dad was old school, never would have brought me on board, but his partners convinced me to join the business and come on in full time. So I've been here almost 30 years. So it's been quite a ride.
It's an amazing story. Now, MDC is a very large player. You've played an instrumental role inside of this business. I'd love for you to share with us who you sell to and the various areas of the business, just so that for those audience members, the designers who may not have heard of you, so that they become aware.
Right. Well, I think, MDC has really evolved over those over the 50 years we've been in business. And it really started out as a small single line wall covering distributor in 3 states. And now it's expanded into a national player, and it's multi-product, multi-market. We're really a solutions provider. And as our name says, is MDC Interior Solutions. And being a solutions provider, we really follow the product. And our product is today, it's really any product that goes on the walls, any product that goes on the ceilings, and just recently, any product that goes on the windows. So from wall covering across the full gamut of wall covering, digital murals and bespoke design, acoustic solutions for ceilings and walls, and recently some roller shades for the windows. And it goes on and into every market and every segment. But specifically, we really focus on A&D, architect, designer, getting products specified and following those jobs through fruition.
And sitting in your seat as CEO, this is a large business that you're operating. I'd love to hear what key reports, what KPIs do you keep an eye on to run this business?
Sure. Well, I think, yes, it's a large business, but we really try to keep that family dynamic and keep it small, because everything in our business model is really relationship selling and relationship building, both inside and outside. So in terms of KPIs, though, you were, of course, measuring the revenues and profitability. But the key thing is, today with technology and CRMs is following up on every job and tracking and making sure things are followed up, because as you know, in this industry, every job can have, 2 customers. It's the specification and it's the purchasing, and you have to follow those things. Sometimes they're fast, sometimes they're very long, but along the lines of quotation and more specifically samples is a major, major component. And you have to be on top of your game with respect to good design, good product, good innovation.
I'm curious if you would share with us, because you've been around for a long time. We're talking about 50 years. Some of the other brands in this ecosystem might be surprised that you are still able to meet new designers, get new introductions, learn about new projects through Material Bank. I'd love if you'd share with me how we've changed that for you, and whether or not we do truly bring you new customers, new business at MDC, and a couple examples.
Yeah, I would say this, that, certainly being a legacy vendor out there and an important person to the A&D world, we're well known, but you can't sit back. And the bottom line is that it's an ever-changing, evolving customer. The age of our sales of the A&D person they don't age. So whether they're that 25 to 35-year-old person, it's hard to develop relationship. It's all about people, and this is a people-person relationship. So we spend a lot on people, and we really do a lot on training and development of those people, both inside the office that support as well as the external sales force, because everyone is in sales and everyone touches that customer. And that is our key component of what really sets us apart. We are a very, very big technology-driven company. We believe in using that to our advantage. And in that deliverable, our sales force and our external people that are following up on lead gen and Material Bank allows for those leads and that new person, that new email, that new contact to come forward very, very quickly and efficiently. And one of our reps might not have that relationship yet. We certainly have the relationship with the company and the customer, but there's many, many people, coming in and out of the business, and they're now working on a project that we might not have met them yet. So therefore, Material Bank allows us to meet those young designers, to meet someone that hasn't possibly used us before, that we might not have that relationship with, and then we can develop and manage that relationship forward.
I mean, you know what I'm going to ask next. Any amazing stories in terms of some of these new developers that you met?
I do have one of our a rep in Orlando actually did just send me a nice lead that really came from Material Bank. It was exactly what I just said. It was a new, younger designer. Our rep had not met this person yet. They ordered samples through Material Bank. She followed up on those samples, developed a rapport, and next thing you know, it's turned into a very large hospitality project in hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Did your product get installed in the Fontainebleau in Vegas?
It did. Yes, our product is in the Fontainebleau.
That must have also been an incredible size project.
That was a very large project, and it went through COVID too, so it kept the factories running. And but we worked very hard on that one.
I'm interested in sharing with this audience your perspective in how you utilize proprietary data from Material Bank, because inside of MDC, there's a lot of sophistication that has been raised by utilizing data to make decisions. Share with us what you do with some of that Material Bank proprietary data sets.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, I think, we've been very active in working with your teams and throwing out our wish lists and our wants and trying to analyze the data, because what you do is you do provide, a great color story, a design story. We get to see what is hot and what is of interest and where that the design element and where the customer focus is moving. So you can see quantities of unique items and colorways and patterns and strategies and across not only in a whole grouping across the United States, but you can break it down by regions, you can break it down by customer and move forward, as well as in terms of market segment that they're looking at. So it's very useful data, allows us to really market and trend and develop. We can pull together sample vehicles. We can do email campaigning with the data sets that we learn, and we can empower our sales force, more importantly, to be more proactive in their soft selling and their communication skills to the customers in the A&D markets.
I'd love for you to share the importance of sustainability in this ecosystem for MDC. And I also look at you in being in a position to lead this industry. So please share with us, how do you go about in resolving a number of the issues that relate to sustainability?
Well, like Material Bank, MDC prides itself in sustainability and working towards things, not only products, but also business practice. So in business practice, we are a carbon neutral shipper. We do believe in that. We have a recycled program for capturing and retaining and bringing back samples as well. But more importantly, in terms of the product and the engineering of product and providing good product that meets the needs of that evolving customer. As I said, MDC's strengths are to evolve and follow the lead of that customer. And sustainability today is very important.
Recently, you acquired a shade business. So I'd love for you to share maybe some products that they can come to Material Bank, go to the MDC tab, take a look at specifically so that they can understand what you're offering, as well as what your strategy is for both acoustics as well as shades as well.
Right. Well, I think acoustic solutions, you have to look at where the business evolves, and MDC has got it's a big company and it's got a lot of strengths in a lot of areas. Hospitality obviously is a core component of wall covering, yet workplace is a strong proponent of acoustics, restaurant. And we live in a world today where it's noisy and you need solutions. And so our wall and ceiling products are acoustics, they're solutions. And, a PET product, you can shape it, you can print on it, you can cut it, it's baffles, it's the full gamut of acoustic solutions for the needs for ceilings and walls. And then on the windows was the last part of the room that we didn't have outside of the floor. So we have the walls, we have the ceilings, and we never had windows. And the recent acquisition of a roller shade company is really exciting for us because it completes the package. And we're just scratching the surface in the architectural and the A&D side of that business. And we're excited to dive in there and provide the products throughout the industry.
I've got to ask, I ask everybody, and I know you're brutally honest, would you recommend Material Bank? And I always ask the little extra question, if it was for a competitor as well.
Well, I will say I will always recommend Material Bank. I hope it's not in the wall covering category, but yes, I think that it's an important player in the marketplace today that is a key component to our future and our ongoing business model.
Gary, I want to thank you, the incredible team, 75 plus reps at your organization, for not just believing in us. You guys went all in day one. Thank you for the continued support, and here's to the next 50 years at MDC.
We look forward to it, and it's always been a pleasure. So look forward to seeing you soon.